It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Monday, the 12th of March. I'm Michael Groff. Warm conditions with periods of clouds this week as temperatures remain well above average. But by this weekend, we turn decidedly cooler with the potential of unsettled weather returning. Maybe significant amounts of rain in here. Just how much rain we get, how cool does it get, how long does all of it last? A lot of questions. Let's see if we can find some answers as we begin this morning by looking at the almanac from yesterday. 76 degrees the high in the valley after a morning low of 58. We picked up 0.04 of an inch of rain officially at Sky Harbor. And outside right now, here at 6:30 a.m., we begin this day very warm under partly cloudy skies. It's 59 degrees at Sky Harbor. Dew points at 54, humidity 84%. The winds are calm and the barometer is steady. Temperatures around south central Arizona this morning. In the cool spots, it's in the low 50s, around 60 in the warmest locations as the clouds and moisture have held the temperatures up overnight. Water vapor satellite view shows a ridge building in here across the west. It'll be the old dirty ridge, plenty of mid and high level moisture sneaking in underneath that. Meanwhile, in the east, a big trough and a nor'easter once again developing, and it looks like that's going to play a big role for the New England states in the next 24 to 36 hours. We see that on the watch warning map. Winter storm warnings for places like Hartford, Connecticut, Boston, up toward Portland, Bangor, Limestone, Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, upstate New York, all going to get hammered by more wind and snow and coastal rain. Luckily, the core of this system looks to stay just a little bit further offshore, so maybe not quite as bad as previous systems. And freeze warnings extend down to the deep south and some winter weather advisories out here in parts of the west. On the convective outlook, a marginal severe weather risk today in parts of South Florida. And precipitation around here for the next 7 days. This is coming from the WPC, valid through next Monday morning. Around 1/4 of an inch or so here in the valley. Maybe totals could be higher than that. There's quite a bit of model uncertainty, and we'll get into that right now as we check out the models and take a look at the GFS. This is the 06Z run, valid at 5 o'clock this afternoon. The upper look at 500 millibars, troughing well off the west coast, troughing over the east, a ridge for the interior west. And down at the surface today, that just means partly cloudy skies. High temperatures will be warm. We'll be in the upper 70s and low 80s once again today. So we'll be warm, and it's going to feel just a little tiny bit muggy outside too today with dew points well up in the 50s. Tonight, partly cloudy with that Pacific moisture lingering around and some clouds. Will be very mild with lows in the 50s. Tomorrow, same deal. Partly cloudy skies, highs in the low 80s. Really about the same thing on Wednesday. Partly sunny, low 80s. Upper 70s to low 80s on Thursday. Troughing passes north of Arizona Wednesday and Thursday and might be an isolated shower over northern Arizona during this time, but we should stay dry here in the valley. Friday, troughing continues to dig off the west coast. Southwesterly flow in here. Plenty of Pacific moisture will still be with us. Most of the week is going to see these periods of mid and high level clouds, and that'll continue Friday. Highs in the upper 70s to about 80. Now on Saturday, the trough and the associated closed low begins to move inland. And so now we're starting to see some rain coming into western Arizona. Our initial thought here was that Friday night into Saturday would be when the rain starts to come in. Now it looks like the timing is delayed a bit. Saturday afternoon, Saturday night into Sunday seems to be the primary window for precipitation. But how much rain? It's still very much up in the air. The models historically do not perform well handling these closed lows, especially 5 and 6, 7 days out. So we've got a lot of time to watch this. But the idea of unsettled weather and cooler conditions with highs on Saturday likely only getting to about 70 and then staying in the 60s on Sunday. This is Sunday morning off the GFS, showing some rain around here. Sunday afternoon, the rain still continues, might be tapering off at this point, but we've got a lot of time to watch this, and the details are going to change between now and then. All right, let's go to a week from today. This is Monday, the 19th of March. Troughing still out here across the west. Cooler conditions, unsettled potentially. And so we'll go with that, with partly to mostly cloudy skies and maybe a chance of rain continuing. Here's Tuesday. This is the 20th, and we're still seeing below average heights, so likely below average temperatures and maybe some more precipitation. And then this is the end of the forecast period, Wednesday, the 21st of March, and that looks like a cold trough over northern California moving into the Great Basin, southwest flow here. Temperatures still a little bit below average, and the threat of precipitation not all that far away from us, although this would be dry perhaps, but we'll have to see. An extended period of below average temperatures and above average chances of rain looks likely. Let's check the temperatures coming off the GFS ensemble through the period. And yes, the rest of this week should be fairly mild with temperatures in the upper 70s and low 80s. And then we cool it off, likely down in the 60s for at least a couple days this weekend, maybe lingering into early or middle parts of next week. And then gradually we'll start to warm it up as you would expect for mid and late March. And that's going to wrap it up for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video back here tomorrow morning. And if you like our videos, be sure to subscribe so that whenever we post a brand new one, you'll get the notifications. Otherwise, be safe out there. Have yourselves a great Monday.